Top of the morning, everybody. Eric Box out in the shop this morning. I think I finally discovered my source of frustration. As I've been building boxes for years and years with these same pocket jigs, there's always been just a slight discrepancy, nothing that like the end user would ever notice. But as I'm building the boxes, I notice it, but I never really knew exactly what the source of the problem was. And so I finally, on this last batch of boxes, figured out that this pocket jig is 20 thousandths of an inch off at this end compared to this end. So you're probably wondering what a pocket jig is. This is something that I invented early on when I first started building boxes. I recognized that I needed to be able to build these the same every time, and that the layout, anything I could do to make the layout so that it was accurate and quick would benefit me. And so these are something that I came up with. You can see I've got them running on the front of, or maybe you can't see. Yeah, generally speaking, a lot of these pocket jigs, like there's two more over there, and normally I have two here. They help me with the layout, and I'll show you really quick how they work. Basically, where the bends need to be made on the boxes, I want that to be accurate. I need a line to work to on the metal brake where I make the bend at, right? And so I've been scribing lines with this pocket jig for a long time, where at this end it was 20 thousandths of an inch off. Well, if that line isn't square to the box or the piece of aluminum, where you bend it, it's not going to be in the right spot. And then all of a sudden you're going to end up, so basically, let me skip forward. This is for the reverse bends. Basically, that is on an end cap, that's this bend. And then the body of the box, full lengthwise, has a bend in the same spot, whereas this pocket jig gives me the layout for where that bend is supposed to occur. Well, that bend isn't occurring where it needs to occur, to make a long story short. So, what I'm doing this morning is I am making a new pocket jig to replace the old one that's going to bend, or actually scribe the line exactly where it's supposed to be. So I thought I'd show really quick how I make these. As far as I know, I invented this. I've never seen this anywhere before, but I also, the other part of that is that I can't imagine that, there's ever been anybody else that's ever, thought to do something like this. So here's a depth gauge, and you can see here that running down the length of this will have the same depth the whole way. And so basically, my sheet of aluminum, whatever I need to lay out, is going to slip down into here, and then on that back side, it leaves a spot where I can scribe along the length of it and get the line. So there's one more piece that has to go on the back of that. That's actually this piece of aluminum will get welded to this also. So it's 3 pieces to create it. Now these holes that are in here, what I'm going to go through is, I'm going to go through with the welder, and I'll weld these all down so that this plate is stuck in the center, finish down the welds, and then this backing plate will get holes in it and it'll get welded, and it basically makes a sandwich for the piece to drop down into, so you can scribe your line and have some, you know exactly where to put your bend, right? So having that 20 thou off for this long period of time, I can't wait to build the next batch of boxes, because in theory, they should come together much better. So anyway, what else is going on out here? I need to do some work on this metal brake. Those that have been paying attention, my shop used to have 2 metal brakes in it, and I sold off the other one. And so the old one that used to sit over here is where I made all of the lids. And recently I was talking about how I modified this brake. I can now make the lids. Let me grab one. Some of the lids, or all of the lids, in the past I was never able to make lids on this brake. This is a better tool. So I had to mill these pockets in here in order to have clearance to do all the things that needed to be done in order to create one of these. But the top box lids are shorter, and so I need to take this piece off and mill another pocket in here so that I can make top box lids. Currently, I don't have the capacity to make top boxes until I jump in and do that. So What's on my agenda today is get this pocket, this pocket jig fixed, fix the brake, and yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, I know one more thing that I need to work on today is when I put the heated grips on my bike, I didn't wire them to the switch, to the ignition switch. So I've left this on a couple of times and drained the battery. So I need to pull the seat and the tank off. There's an auxiliary wire already down there that I should have used. I don't know why I ran it straight to the battery, but I need to pull that back off. I've been putting that off for a while. I want that to be switched so that when I turn my bike off, if the heated grips are on, they turn off automatically and I don't come out. Nothing more frustrating than to come out and you're wanting to go for a ride on your motorcycle, you're all geared up and you get out there. This has happened to me twice now with that bike. I get out there and I'm not going anywhere because the battery's dead. So anyway, I think we're somewhere around 80 days to spring. I'm super excited about that. I've got a couple of planned things that I want to do on my motorcycle this season, and I can't wait. I'm ready for spring. So anyway, Eric Solarbox, ride safe, everybody. I will talk to you all soon.